It's Madden NFL 23, and we've got the Chargers' sure-handed wide receiver. He had a standout game 1 week ago with 3 touchdown catches. It's the Chargers and the Browns, next on Madden Football.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cleveland Browns. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, it's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun, Forbes. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Throwing to start the drive. Forbes looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The Chargers at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Off play action. Forbes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Off the play fake. Forbes. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Hands it off out of the gun. Finding room in midfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Back to throw. Forbes. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Forbes. And this one complete to Smith.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, Forbes eluding the pressure right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half.
Well, the defense... A final shot before break. Forbes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off for the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here, and we will skip. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Forbes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
No gain on the play. It'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
To throw on 3rd down. Forbes. This is Donnell with a grab. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They won't throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the 2nd half.
So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. To throw on 2nd down. Forbes firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 39. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger 1st.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker. Seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Like any team plan, they're looking for touchdowns.
He's back to throw. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
He'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Back to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the two-point try. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Dances by him. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. Put a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter, because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Chargers, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got the Chargers, reigning league MVP. He was terrific a week ago. Well over 100 yards and several stops in the end zone. It's the Chargers and the Bears, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Chargers. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis up here in the booth. And Charles, for fans of defensive football, I don't think it gets any better than this. We get to see the league's best and second best defenses square off in a game where points probably figure to be at a premium.
But hits won't be at a premium, will they? Because these two units, they dole them out. And if each of them has their way, we'll take a 0-0 game into overtime, partner. Very rare to see either one of these defenses slip up more than a couple of times in a game. So when there's a mistake, if you're the opposing offense, you better take it.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now. Looking to throw. Forbes goes right back to Smith again. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 4th down. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Forbes. And a quick throw here. That's complete. So 5 yards here. 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
The Chargers hit 3-0 here in the month of September. They've got to be pleased with the start of this season, obviously.
Yeah, and you're talking about 3 good quality wins. It's got people in the locker room excited, not overly so, but that quiet confidence is starting to build. They're starting to believe that this could be their year if they stay on track.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Shoves him aside. And now the juke. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Josh Paschal there to bring him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Forbes. Wide open receiver, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Forbes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. To throw on second down. Forbes. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Throwing on first down. Forbes.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Forbes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. On third down, Forbes. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
I certainly like what he did.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Looking to throw on second down. Forbes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And able to get this to the 31.
Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. To throw on second down. Forbes finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff looking right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! What a great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Chargers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. But that makes this a 2-score ball game. And, you know, the way this thing has been going, Charles, 2 scores kind of... They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Forbes. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Roquan Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the time. Back to throw. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both
It's week 5 of the National Football League. And we'll get a look here at Josh Allen. He really used it.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers for him from a week ago: 14 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
And simply put, partner, we're witnessing one of the best offensive players in the league so far this season. What he's been doing has him second in rushing across the NFL, and the top spot is clearly in sight. He's confident. His blockers are confident. He's having a heck of a year.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
The Chargers at 3-1 here through their first 4 games, and they come in off a disappointment last time out. That put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Forbes. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
That's multiple times now he's tagged them with a big gain with his legs. Really showing off some nice awareness and the ability to correctly realize when he's got a chance to tuck it and go himself.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. Second down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
This defense for the Bills, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
15 yards down to the 15 and a first down. Now a handoff running through the middle. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play
and he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year, his 5th overall.
And the Chargers have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes. Throwing to start the drive. Forbes. Throwing right, and that's complete. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Forbes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Forbes to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. It's a pickup of 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, second and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. First down, Forbes. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver that time the one to get in there and bring him down. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match. And maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Right back to him on first down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
First and 10. Forbes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. To throw on second down, Forbes. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance.
throwing to start the drive. Forbes. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
After review of the play.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Throwing on first down. Forbes. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Forbes. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. On third down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 106 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. 3 quarters have come and gone. Back now in Buffalo. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because
throwing to start the drive. Forbes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. They find some open field here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just
now,
said click a lot. Throwing to start the drive. Forbes got a man over the middle. It's Williams.
that was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Looking to throw. Forbes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Oh, a heck of a move. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. You talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on the defensive side of the ball.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. Man, 216 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And if you're wondering just how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats says 21.8 miles per hour. Right back to him on first down. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Chargers, they boost their record.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA.
They go play action here on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 58 yards, and a score.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The Chargers did a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And the offense last week, they certainly have things humming because if you...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Looking to throw on second down. Forbes. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line.
On first down, Forbes. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
These two teams, they met in L.A. earlier in the year with the Chargers coming out victorious. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scout...
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave him some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Forbes. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Forbes. Wide open receiver complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Second down and 8. Looking to throw. Forbes. He'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then, and now after that completion there, they've got a first and goal.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Operating from the gun. Forbes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Finding room at midfield. Still going. Inside the 10. Touchdown, LA. A big play there. With his second touchdown here in this first half. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Throwing to start the drive. Forbes. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3, but now this is third and goal. And they'll run again. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Chargers take the block punt and convert it into 6 points. Just power football. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Off the play fake. Forbes. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We're back now in KC. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 73 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. There they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Forbes. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down, but they're set up well now. First and goal at the 1.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try to run this one in, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year, and the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add. They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. Forbes. They'll find Williams on the slant. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's a give up the middle, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff running through the middle. Gets around him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 135 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They'll take an aim.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. Happier day.
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level for both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did, and just keeping it clean in a game like, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.
So for the Chargers, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3.